Hey, so I guess I'll start where I found out I had fibroid. Well, I suspected because I diagnosed myself. Anybody who know me know I'm gonna Google symptoms and I'm gonna diagnose myself, and the doctor just gonna confirm it or deny it. So back last year, I'll say it was around my birthday last year, so October 2021. So I went and got a wax. You know, the girls be doing the most for the birthdays. Wax, nails, hair, everything. Anywho, I went and got a wax. This was probably my second or third. I think maybe my second time. My second time ever getting a wax. So, I'm getting waxed, of course, and after the wax, I'm just like, why I feel like that? So I go to the bathroom and it's blood, like I'm spotting. So I'm like, why am I spotting? My period not supposed to be on for another week. So anywho, I was like kind of worried. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna look this up. But the first thing I thought was, before I even looked it up, I'm like, I must have a fibroid, or fibroid was the only thing I was thinking. So I'm like, I gotta have a fibroid, because why am I bleeding and I'm not on my period? Why am I spotting? So anywho, and now my first thought was fibroid because they run in my family or whatever on my mom's side. So I'm thinking it's that. Anywho, I made an appointment with my doctor. I go in, probably, I think it was 2 weeks later, they made my appointment. And I tell them, I'm like, I think I have a fibroid, but can we check to see or whatever? And then they was like, why you say that? So I'm just like, they run in my family. What other reason would I be spotting and I'm not on my period or about to be on my period? So anywho, long story short on that doctor visit, and when we finally got the actual results, I do have a fibroid. I did have a fibroid, and it was like, it's a large fibroid at that. And so I think it was measuring 14 centimeters. Yeah, it was measuring 14 centimeters when around in October of 2021. So they like, oh my God, how did you know you had a fibroid? I'm like, I'm pretty sure everybody listen to their body, especially females. I'm pretty sure we listen to our body and we gonna figure it out. At least I am. I'm gonna figure out what's going on. So I went and got a few tests done after that. So I went to see the surgeon, the gyno surgeon, and she tried to feel it. So you can't feel it if you like examine me just without no x-ray or anything. You can't feel it. So she had to order an x-ray. I had to do I think I had to do a CAT scan, and they did an ultrasound. So first it was the ultrasound. I don't know if I got an x-ray. I don't think I got no x-ray. First I got the ultrasound, and they was measuring it. And then after that appointment, the next appointment was a CT scan. So when they did the ultrasound, I think they said it was 17 centimeters. So I'm like, okay, what are we gonna do? So they did the doctor ordered the CT scan so that she can see exactly where it was at and how it was sitting. So come to find out, I forgot the exact name for it. I forgot the exact name, but like it's this is my uterus, and it's like grooves sitting right on top of the uterus. So a myomectomy, like she said, she could go in and try to do a myomectomy, but since it's like connected to the uterus, I could bleed out. So she'll have to really go inside me to actually look and see how exactly it is, if they could save the uterus or not. So like the hysterectomy was really like the only option, because she said that's not all the options she gave me, but so it was the myomectomy, but she told me I could bleed out if they did the myomectomy, since the way it was sitting on the uterus. Or she said basically, I forgot the name of that as well, but basically they can stop the blood from going to the fibroid, making it bigger because it feeds off the blood. In no way, shape, or form am I a doctor or know all the facts. I'm just going off of what was told to me a year ago. So so it's either the stopping the blood from going to the fibroid and it possibly shrinking, or the myomectomy with me possibly bleeding out, and then them going to end up having to do a hysterectomy if I was to start bleeding out, or basically just a hysterectomy. So I was so strong on I wanted another child, but I was trying to wait until marriage to have another child. So I was hurt. I was so hurt because I want another kid, and you telling me basically this thing in my body, I have to get a hysterectomy, gonna take my uterus? What's gonna help? What the organ I need to fucking have a kid? So of course I was sad. I didn't want that. I didn't want the hysterectomy. I didn't. So with that being said, I waited to come back to her with an answer, because a hysterectomy is not what I want. I want another kid. Like, I love kids, especially the bad ones, but I can get them back. But I love kids. I've been watching kids since I was a kid. I love kids. So I wanted a daughter. I have a son. For those who don't know, he's 12. His name is JR. That's his nickname. But I wanted to get him another sibling. But it's not going to work out that way. Not on my end. So, I guess it is now. It's now the end of November 2022. So I've waited a year to finally, actually go ahead and make a decision. And the only thing that pushed me to make this decision is in October 2022, last month, the end of October, I was at work, and I was sitting down at my desk. I go to stand up, and it's like something just like scrunched up in my pelvic area, and it caused me to, bend down, basically caused me not to stand up straight, and I was in pain. So I'm like, okay, maybe I've just been sitting too long. Maybe I got to stand up and stretch. But no, I tried to walk, barely could walk. So I'm like, okay, maybe I have to use the bathroom. So I limp on to the front office of my job, and I use the bathroom. And the pain is still there. So now at this point, I'm about to start busting out in tears, because why is my pelvic hurting? Like, what's going on? So I'm calling my supervisor on the radio, and I'm about to make my way to the nurse's office, because I need help. Help me, please. Help me. Yeah. You know the rest. But so I go to the nurse's office. She give me some ibuprofen, her heating pad. Sit in there a good 20 minutes. And the pain like kinda it slowed down, but it was still like, from it being a 10, it was at like a 2 after I was in there for that 20 minutes. So when I sat down, I'm like, man, what am I waiting on? Is this fibroid, causing me to feel like this? Or what is it? I was a bit scared. So I ended up going to the HR office, trying to see, am I finna get paid medical leave or what? Is it finna be a percentage or is it finna be the full thing, But I went to HR. She told me what it was gonna be. And so after that, I called my doctor, made an appointment, because doc, it's time to make a plan. We gotta get on with surgery and get this thing up out of me. I don't know what's going on, but I don't want it in me. So with all that happening, I probably didn't get every detail, but with all of that going on with me, I'm like, I'm just going to get the hysterectomy. What choice do I really have? I could try to shrink it, but then I could try to shrink it naturally, but then will it come back and still be the same? Will it grow back to the size that it is? And I don't know. I asked the doctor a lot of questions, and she was like, I'm like, well, can I still get pregnant with the fibroid? And she said, I'm sorry, y'all. It's still a little sensitive subject. But I asked her, can I still get pregnant with the fibroid or whatever? If they was to, do the stopping the blood flowing to the fibroid. And she was like, yeah. But I'm like, will I be high risk since y'all basically stopping the blood to my uterus? And isn't that the same route the baby gets its nutrients and all of that? So I'm like, would I be high risk if I tried to have another baby? Mind you, no way, shape, or form was I in any type of relationship. I'm talking about when I get married, I want another kid. She like, are you in a relationship? You have somebody? No. I'm just letting you know, Doc. I was gonna go to 35 or 37 was gonna be my year to give up on having another kid if I didn't get married or whatever. But when I told Doc, I ain't in a relationship, Doc, but I got 5 more years in me. She was looking like, this mug. But I didn't want to, possibly get pregnant and then the pregnancy be high risk, and then I suffer a whole nother, I guess you could call it a tragedy. I don't know. I didn't want to deal. I don't want to deal with that. So I'm just going to go and get the hysterectomy and then get back on my fitness and health. Focus on that. But yeah, I'm handling it. I'm handling it better than I was before. So I've asked more questions, learned more on everything, joined groups, look at other people's stories. And I've basically, I'm gonna be fine with the choice I made. I'm cool. I guess I'm cool without, you know, having another kid. I got so many cousins and god kids, and I can, you know, get them when I feel like I need kids around or something. But I look at it like this now. I'm 32. I do want to travel the world, and I can do that with the child that I do have. And I can, you know, get my health together to be here for him, you know? So, looking at the cup as, you know, half full rather than half empty. And, you know, we're going to be all right. We're going to be cool. We're going to be good, you know? But, I'm dragging this video, so that's my story so far. So as of right now, I talked to the doctor last week, and she wants me to come in. So I will be going in this Friday, December 2nd, 2022. And she will basically, I guess we basically gonna be planning when to do the surgery. I'm gonna ask her exactly. I'm gonna ask her all the questions I need to ask her before surgery. I know I wanna keep my ovaries just so I don't go into menopause. Cause menopause, baby, that ain't it. Not them hot flashes. I had one while I was pregnant with my son, and baby, I thought I was gonna faint on that bus, and them people was looking at me like I was crazy. So I ain't trying to go to menopause before I need to go to through menopause. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep my ovaries, and they could just take the uterus, the fallopian tubes. I wonder if I can. I'm gonna ask them. Keep some eggs just in case they steal some good, you know, get a surrogate or something. You know, maybe that's something to think about. You know, I keep saying, you know, I don't know. I'm still trying to process everything. I'm still trying to process everything. So I will show y'all pictures. I might make this just one video, maybe part 1, part 2. But I'll show y'all pictures. I'll show y'all my stomach and stuff now. I'll just show y'all. So y'all will be warned on the graphic stuff, if it's graphic stuff, etc. But also the doctor did tell me that my uterus is enlarged and that the fibroid is pressing on, I think, is it pressing against one of my kidneys? I think it's pressing against one of my kidneys. And also, it's on my bladder, pressing against my bladder. I don't know, I have been using the bathroom more and more, number one. I have been using the bathroom more lately and going when I gotta go, not waiting. So, yeah, uterus enlarged. I look like I'm months pregnant, and this is all because of this fibroid. Gotta love life. But yeah, so keep watching. I'm about to, I guess I'll show y'all my stomach now, or maybe I'll show y'all that before and after later. But thank y'all for listening, and continue watching for the rest. If you made it this far, I also want to thank you. Thank you. But And if you have any, you know, questions or want to share your story or want to inbox me personally and we can have a conversation, then that's fine as well. I don't mind sharing. I'm trying to be as transparent as I can be. I don't know. But thank you guys. I love y'all and pray for your girl. You know, I'm gonna be good. God on my side. He got the last say so. He got the last say so. But I know I'm gonna be good. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.